Welcome to Tapping into Recovery. Hi, I'm Dr. Gigi, and it's 6:30. Welcome to Tapping into Recovery. Hi, I'm Dr. Gigi, and it's 6:30. Welcome to Tapping into Recovery. I think I'm gonna start this all over again. Okay, it's still going. So sorry about that. Had a little technical issue here. Holy moly. So I'm streaming on YouTube. So welcome, YouTube. And as people come in on the Zoom call, I will be letting them in. But we're going to go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So you should be able to see my screen. And so I just did the welcome. So now we're going to read the statement of purpose. We offer a safe, non-judgmental, non-religious, yet spiritual approach to recovery for all humans. We welcome any addiction, substances, alcohol, drugs, people-pleasing, codependency, etc. We offer a tool-based approach to recovery using EFT tapping, that's emotional freedom techniques, breath work, meditation, and visualization. Okay, so now we are at the meditation, and so I'll just read. The meditation is grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now we're going to just cover the sacred circle foundations. Number one, well, I'll just read it from the start. Welcome to our sacred circle, where everyone is valued and respected. In this safe space, we support each other's growth and learning by practicing hospitality, honesty, and compassion. 1, give and receive welcome. We believe that people learn best in hospitable environments. So let's create an atmosphere of warmth and acceptance where everyone feels welcomed and valued. 2, be present. Bring your whole self to this circle. Doubts, fears, joys, and successes. Listen deeply to others and share from your heart. Your presence matters. 3, invitation, not demand. Participation in our circle is voluntary. There is no pressure to share if you're not comfortable. Follow your own inner guidance and know that we support you. Speak your truth respectfully. Share your thoughts and feelings authentically, but do so with respect for others' perspectives. Use I statements and refrain from interrupting or debating. 5, no fixing or advising. Resist the urge to offer unsolicited feedback or advice or solutions. Instead, practice active listening and ask open-ended questions to deepen your understanding. Let me just go down a little bit. Number 6, embrace wonder. When faced with judgment or defensiveness. Cultivate curiosity. Ask yourself and others open-ended questions to explore underlying feelings and beliefs. 7, trust your inner teacher. Pay attention to your own reactions and insights. Trust that you have wisdom within you to guide your learning and growth. 8, honor silence. Silence is a valuable part of the circle. Take time to reflect after someone speaks, allowing space for deeper insights to emerge. 9, maintain confidentiality. Now, this is a big one because we are online everywhere all the time. And so basically it goes like this. What is shared in this circle stays in this circle. Please respect the privacy and trust of others. 10, take what you need. Feel free to leave the circle with whatever support or insight you saw. The seeds planted here can continue to grow in your life well beyond this gathering. 11, this is a self-supporting community. We sustain our circle through our own contributions and do not seek outside donations. We are independent of any organization or ideology. We welcome donations, but they are not required. 12, respect speaking limits. To ensure everyone has a chance to share, we observe a 5-minute speaking limit. And thank you in advance for honoring these guidelines and contributing to our sacred circle of trust. Together, we create a space where healing, growth, and connection can flourish. So thank you. So we just covered the meeting guidelines, and now let's cover some announcements. I am going to post some free tapping links, and it's really good stuff. It includes, for example, a breathwork primer. We're going to talk about breathwork in just a minute. And so this primer gives you all the ins and outs of breathwork. It gives you the benefits. It's quite lovely. There's also a free self-love and acceptance tapping, access to a great meditation, some information on how tapping emotional freedom techniques can support your recovery. There's also a free Mandela gratitude journal. And for those of you that are really interested in the 12 steps, check this out. I have got EFT to support each of the 12 steps. So it's an emotional freedom technique depending on whatever step you're in. And then you can just simply, go through it yourself. And it will make navigating the 12-step process much easier. And your body, mind, and spirit won't have as much resistance about it. Additionally, I posted a link about how to engage in some private coaching. All the coaching is private and personal, private and confidential. There's information about the Discovering Yourself e-course. That's really exciting. There's an e-course, there's a book, there's a whole program about discovering yourself. And I have created a new book. It's called Boundary Badass. So the link is posted. So I hope you can take advantage of that. And the sale price is going on right now. And I've also posted some information in the chat about, ways that you can contact me and follow us on social media. So That's about it. About the announcements. We meet every Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time on Zoom. On the odd weeks, we stream to YouTube. On the even weeks, we stream live on Facebook. So I'm hoping that you all can join every time. Bring a friend. Review the links. Again, there is no cost to attend, but we graciously request donations to cover our operational costs. And thank you for that. So now let's talk a little bit about breath work. I love breath work. People ask me all the time, what's up with this breath work thing? Well, and if you think about it, why is the breath so important? Well, we begin our life with it and we end our life with it. You know, it's an excellent bookend. And it supports so many challenges that we might have and experience. It reduces stress. It creates feelings of openness, love, peace, and gratitude. It also helps to release trauma, mental, physical, and emotional pain and resistance, as well as anxiety, depression, fear, grief, and anger. And your breath brings oxygen into your body so that you can thrive. And when you're physically and emotionally stressed, notice your breath. You'll probably notice that it gets very shallow and you're not breathing deeply. And so if you breathe deeply when you're stressed, you know, it'll calm you down and give you more resources to make better decisions in your life. Some of the additional benefits of breath work is that it can alkaline your body, or it can alkaline your blood pH. It can reduce inflammation in your body, and it can elevate your mood just like that. And we're going to do some 4-7-8 breathing. So I want you to just get comfortable, and I want you to rate on a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to rate your level of anxiety right now. And so 1 would be all kind of anxiety. 10 would be in a very zenned out state. So rate yourself on this 1 to 10 scale. 1 is high anxiety, 10 is I'm zen. And we're going to do 4 rounds, just 4 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing. And I want you to notice how much more relaxed and calm you are just after 4 rounds. So we're going to do 4-7-8 breathing. So this technique adds in the counting beats as you breathe in and out as a way to quiet and focus your mind. So we're going to breathe in for 4 beats. We're going to hold for 7, and then we're going to exhale for 8 beats. Now here's a pro tip. When you're inhaling, inhale and visualize a white healing light. And as you hold, have that white healing light radiate through every cell of your body. And then when you exhale, I want you to exhale with an audible sigh. And I want you to visualize any pain, any resistance, any stress, just leaving out with that exhale. That's my dog. So does that make sense? So it goes a little bit like this. In through the nose to a count of 4, hold for 7, and then exhale with an audible sigh for 8. And don't worry, I'm going to walk you through this process. It's going to be easy peasy. So making sure that you're relaxed and you're comfortable, you're in a safe, comfortable place, and just sit back. And then on a count of 3, we're going to go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1. Inhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with an audible sigh for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with an audible sigh for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with an audible sigh for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Inhale, count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with an audible sigh for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. That was just 4 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing. Now, how do you feel? On that same scale of 1 to 10, 1 is high anxiety, 10 is a zenned out state. Has your number changed? And if so, to what extent? I want to hear from you. I imagine you have gotten much more calm and relaxed, right? Excellent. So this is a tool. This is a tool that you can use anytime, anywhere. You can put it in your back pocket, and whenever you're feeling stressed, if you've got chaos going on in your body, employ this breathing technique. Now, there are many other breathing techniques. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And in the Breathwork primer, and again, the link is in the comments in the chat, there's several other, there's a total of four different types of breathwork techniques that you can avail yourself of. Excellent. Okay, I am. Okay, so now we're going to move into our next area, and I'm going to share with you an emotional freedom technique. Emotional freedom technique is based in Chinese medicine, very similar to acupuncture without the needles. So no worries, no pain. And so what we do is we gently, kindly, lovingly tap on one of 9 different meridians located from the top of the head to the mid portion of the torso. And what we're going to do is we tap about some areas of concern we have. Maybe, we might be feeling anxious or sad, or, we're not having enough money. And then we say, we can transition this state. And we start transitioning and saying some positive affirmations. And what these positive affirmations are doing as we're tapping on these energy centers or meridians of the body, it's actually dislodging all of that dense energy, all of that fear and anxiety and the sadness, all that blocked energy. We're just tapping it away. So when we tap, we're again, this is a very gentle, loving process. No bruising. So emotional freedom techniques will help you to transition your state, from, one state to another quickly. And we're going to see just how quickly with this self-love and acceptance tapping. Now, like we did earlier with the breath work, I'm going to give you that same 1 to 10 scale. And I want to find out, how much do you love and accept yourself right here, right now? Right now in this moment. How much do you love and accept yourself right now on a scale of 1 to 10? So a 1 would be, I am really hating myself. 10 would be, I love and accept myself wholly, completely, and unconditionally. So on that scale, where do you fit? Where do you sit right now? So right now, I'm probably about a 7. I'm a 7 on that scale. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Not over the top. I'm feeling okay. About a C. Give myself a 70%. So, mark your score. And so what we're going to do is a self-love and acceptance tapping. Now, with my coaching clients, I always start with self-love and acceptance based upon, any mindset change my clients are looking to make, whether it be make more money, find a new love, lose weight, whatever that is. So we start with loving and accepting ourselves fully and completely right here, right now, exactly as we are, no changes. And then we can build upon that. And so this self-love and acceptance tapping, if we were to think about it like building a house, this is establishing the foundation of love and acceptance for ourselves. And then once we've got that nice foundation laid, we can start building, the house, those things that we want to achieve. Does that make sense? Great. So we're just going to do this love and acceptance tapping. All you have to do is just do what I do. You can repeat the words that I say if you'd like, but it's not necessary. Just let the words pour over you. Anything that I say that does not resonate, just let it fall sweetly away. Easy peasy, no fuss, no muss. So you ready? So again, make sure you're in a safe, comfortable place where you're not going to be distracted. This is really inward activity, and we're talking to ourselves right here, right now. So just do what I do. Sometimes it's really a challenge to love and accept all parts of me. I can accept that it's been hard in the past, but I'm now willing to see things differently about myself. I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. I choose to love, honor, cherish, adore, and forgive myself. Let's take a deep, conscious breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Here's a pro tip. When we're breathing on the inhale, breathe in peace, love. And when you're exhaling, exhale everything that is not love. Any fear, any doubt, any insecurity, all of that. I choose to love myself. And maybe I've blocked that in the past, or at least limited it. And maybe I have all these reasons why I couldn't or shouldn't love myself. Side of eye. I choose to recognize that I am worthy and deserving of love unconditionally. Under eye. I love me. And it's not always easy to say this. I have this whole list in my mind. of why it's hard to love myself. I've made mistakes. I think I've done bad things. Maybe I've said things or done things to hurt myself or others. Under nose, sometimes I don't like who I see in the mirror. And sometimes I don't think I'm good enough. And sometimes I doubt myself. Under mouth, people have made me feel like I'm unlovable. Maybe I think I can only be loved if I achieve certain things. If I look different. If I weighed less. If I were smarter, better looking. If my relationship status was different. If I exercised more. If I had more friends. If my parents loved me more. If only, if only, if only. Let's take a deep conscious breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Collarbone. I wonder if it's possible to shift my thoughts about myself. Beliefs about me are simply thoughts I keep thinking. And when I change my thoughts, I change my life. 3 inches below your armpit. It's possible when I was growing up, love was conditional. I only felt love when I was a good kid, when I got good grades, when I achieved awards. But what if none of that matters? And guess what? None of that matters. Let's take a deep conscious breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Top of the head. No matter what I do or who I am still worthy and deserving of being loved. I am worthy and deserving of loving myself just because I was born in this world. And that gives me good enough reason to be worthy and deserving of love. Eyebrow point. I choose to love myself unconditionally. And maybe it's not familiar. I am a unique expression of divine love and life. Side of the eye. What's not to love? All kinds of answers might be coming up. Maybe lots of reasons why I couldn't or shouldn't be loved. But those aren't any good reasons. Under eye. I am not defined by my circumstances. My circumstances are the result of how I've been defining myself. And as I define myself as someone worthy of love, I might be surprised how easily I take positive action because I love myself. And of course, I'm going to want to take positive action because I'm feeling good about myself. And I love and accept myself unconditionally. Under nose. When I think of myself as unlovable, I'm actually less motivated to take care of myself. Under mouth. I deserve love unconditionally. And deep down inside, I've always known this. Now I'm allowing all of me to know this. I'm finally acknowledging the truth. I am worthy and deserving of love without condition. Collarbone. I'm not going to wait for external validation. The more I treat myself with love, the more others will see how lovable I am, and the more they will see how lovable they are. It's a total win-win situation. So I'm allowing myself to love myself unconditionally in mind, body, and spirit. We can let go, release the tapping, and take one last deep intentional breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Now, on that same scale of 1 to 10, where do you rate? So myself, I started at a 7, and now I'm probably feeling like about an 8, 9. I'm feeling really good about my self-love and acceptance. And today for me, it's been a really hard day. I've been dealing with a lot of unworthiness issues, not feeling like I'm good enough. And, those are just illusions and lies, that sometimes our brains come up with. And so I like to do self-love and acceptance tapping because it helps me to reset back to a default value of knowing I am good enough. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be Gigi and just do the best that I can. So how did your scores change? Where did it start and where did it end? I would love to hear from you. And here's another pro tip. I suggest that you do the self-love and acceptance tapping every day. Now, in the links, there's a free YouTube video on self-love and acceptance tapping that I produced, and this is my gift to you. And so I suggest you do it daily. Right before you get up and start your day, and right before you go to sleep, or right before you go to sleep. And after 30 days, your life will be different. You will start feeling kinder and gentler about yourself. You will find you respond and you react differently to things that once used to really torque you and trigger you. You start having miracles, things that you've always wanted to come into your life. They start coming into your life. So that's what happens when you start adding a little self-love and acceptance into your day. And so now I would like to share with you this short 4-minute video on the first agreement. It's about being impeccable with your word. And then we're going to have some time to have some Q&A and to share. So I am going to share my screen.
If you want to be happy, if you want to be free of needless suffering, be impeccable with your word. The word is more than just a sound or a written symbol. The word is a force. It's your power of creation. It's what you use to create everything you know. All of your knowledge, everything you think, every opinion, every belief you have about yourself, about everything is created with the word. The word has the magic and power of creation.
Flower.
Because it can reproduce an image, an idea, a feeling, or an entire story in your imagination. Just hearing the word horse can reproduce an image in your mind. This is powerful, but it can be even more powerful than that. Just hearing the name of a movie can reproduce an entire movie in your mind. The word is the most powerful tool you have as a human, and this power can be used in more than one direction. One direction is impeccability, where the word creates a beautiful story. The other direction is misuse of the word, where the word creates a living nightmare. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. The seeds are words, opinions, ideas. You plant a seed, a thought, and it grows. Impeccability of the word is so important because you're always delivering a message to yourself and to everyone around you. Every time you speak, your words have the potential to take root in your mind and spontaneously generate thoughts of a similar nature. If other people's minds are fertile for those ideas, those words live inside of them too. Most humans completely misuse the word. We use it to gossip, to curse, to judge, to blame, to create fear, to destroy relationships between people, between nations. We use the word against ourselves when we say things like, I'm getting old, I'm fat, I'm worthless, I'll never make it in life. How are you using the word when it comes to describing your own life story? If you believe that you're not attractive enough, that you're not good enough, that you will never make it in life, then you believe in lies and you're using the word against yourself. Being impeccable with your word means more than telling the truth or doing what you say you'll do. Impeccability of the word means to use your energy in the direction of truth and love, beginning with yourself. If you love yourself, you'll express that love in your interactions with other people, and that action will produce a like reaction. When you're impeccable with your word, you never use the word against yourself in the creation of your story. You never betray yourself. You never gossip about yourself. You take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or punish yourself for anything. The word is a force you cannot see, but you can see the manifestation of the force, which is your life. You know that you're using the word against yourself when you're suffering with guilt, sadness, anger, or fear. You know that you're using the word impeccably when you're happy. When you're impeccable with your word, you begin to see all the changes that can happen in your life. First, in the way you deal with yourself, and later, in the way you deal with other people, especially those you love the most. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom. It can take away fear and transform it into joy and love. With just this first agreement, you can completely transform your life. Be impeccable with your word.
Okay. So that was a little bit about the first agreement, being impeccable with your word. So the first question I want to ask is, in this coming week, how can I ensure that my words reflect honesty and truth? Now, when you think about this question, it really, prompts us to think about the importance of being truthful and authentic in our communication. And it encourages us to consider the impact of our words on ourselves and others. And it really emphasizes the value of integrity in the speech. And so who'd like to share first?
Can I
Leah.
share?
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your service. For the service, oh wow, I loved what I just heard. The open, honest communication, which it's years and years of work, of recovery and realizations and awareness. It's just like, I just recall those moments. I appreciated this because it really supports what I do, what I worked on for so long. Um, I got those aha moments when like the truth, being honest, just being very honest to myself and others. The truth set me free. I feel like I recently got caught into not being so truthful to myself because I was going through an extremely rough time. Suddenly I was in withdrawal. I fell back in my addiction, and it's always very deadly, very dangerous. And we're in active addiction. We know that it's a deadly disease. It's a disease I didn't, because my disease, my addiction is very subtle. It's the food, and because which I did most of my life. I ate all day to deal with my emotions and evade the truth. And then by the time I realized the truth, it's already having a life of its own. The lies are just diseased people and stuff I've had to do with, it's like having a life of its own, going on and on and on. And the powerlessness, the helplessness that I'm feeling towards it, it's really difficult. It's a lot. Yeah, I'm just realizing that, because I've been through a rough time. I got caught in, that person took advantage of my weakness at the time, what I was going through. I'm so aware, and I don't make decisions from that space. I know I'm in my fullest clarity when I'm abstinent and I'm sober, but I suddenly wasn't, and it's all for a reason. It's all God's will. I just can't wrap my head around it at this time. It's just really triggering me. It's been very negative. Really struggling. Trust. I feel like I got caught into the other person's dishonesty and emotional issues at the time, which I don't anymore. I'm aware of it. I'm detached. I'm lovingly detached from people's stuff today. Um, but I suddenly didn't pay enough attention, overlooked a lot, which is coming up now. And feeling a lot of rage. I feel trapped. So that's why I'm here. Yeah, I hope we can tap it out. I just, just, I'm just feeling the reality, feeling the truth. And I think I'm struggling
Okay.
with the truth now. Yeah, because it's too much, too impossible. Okay, thank you so much for letting me share that.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I'd like to share, I think, for me, the idea of being truthful and honest, authentic, it's really scary, because I was raised in a way you weren't supposed to be truthful and honest, because being truthful and honest might hurt people's feelings. And I didn't really feel as though I had the ability to tell people what I really thought. I thought I needed to speak in a way that preserved their sense of self. And so, I just always took on the role of people pleaser. And I would say whatever I needed to say, to make other people feel good. And I didn't prioritize my own integrity, my own value ever until maybe now. I'll be 60 this year, and I've been a people pleaser for 59 years, and that usually means I don't tell people what I really think, and really what that also means is I don't even know always what I really think or how I feel. And so I'm starting now to start just kind of tapping into, you know, my body and saying, okay, well, where am I feeling this? And how is it true for me? And then just speak from that. And I'm finding people respond to that. You know, they're not upset when I'm speaking my truth, because I just speak my truth about what I feel, you know, and I'm noticing that that works out really well. That works out really well. Next question. So Leah, I wanna, well, maybe before I ask that question, we did the tapping before you had joined us. Would you like to do a custom tapping right now? Because I know you said you were struggling a little bit. And so if you'd like to, you know, you could tell me a little bit what's going on, and we can just do a tapping right here, right now, to give you some relief. Would that be helpful for you?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what are you feeling right now?
Abandoned, lost,
Could you repeat that again?
abandoned and lost. Not
Abandoned.
trust. I can't trust anything. Just don't have anybody to trust. I'm just completely lost.
Got it, got it. And where does that, where is that feeling in your body?
And I feel, it feels like knives in my heart. Feel sad. Feel alone and abandoned.
You feel sad, alone.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. This is really good. Thank you, Leah. Okay, so I know you're feeling this way right now. So this is where you're at right now. How do you want to feel? If we could wave a magic wand right now, how would you want to feel?
Just want to feel myself at my best, the best brought out. Like feel really, finally, really relaxed, happy, and safe with people, my closest people. I can be myself at my best. Really relax because I know that this person is emotionally reliable and safe and predictable. Feeling really a lot of
Okay.
like terror coming up. Like my body's telling me something I can't get rid of. I have this hives condition, can't get rid of. You know, what is God telling me? What's my body telling me?
Got it. Got it. That sounds good. So this feeling of loss and abandon that you're feeling right now, if you could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, 1 would be I feel safe and secure, and 10 would be I am feeling abandoned, lost, I'm sad. Where are you on that scale?
10.
I'm sorry. So on a scale of 1 to 10, so 1 would be you're feeling really safe and comfortable, and 10, you're feeling very abandoned and sad and distrustful. Where are you on that scale?
I would say 10.
10. Okay, okay. Okay, so are you seated comfortably and safe?
Yes.
Okay, so So I'm just doing this tapping. It's a custom tapping on the fly, and look to get you from that scale of 10. We're going to bring that on down, in just one round of tapping. So just do what I do, and let the words pour over you. Periodically, I'm going to say, take a deep conscious breath. And that looks like this: in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth with an audible sigh. And the pro tip here is to visualize peaceful, white, soothing light on the inhale. And when you exhale, visualize all that pain, the abandon, the loss, just leaving out with your exhale, okay? So you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So just do what I do. Even though I feel abandoned and lost, like I can't trust anyone.
I can't trust anything now.
And it's like there are knives in my heart.
It's like there's knives in my heart.
And I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Deeply, completely love and accept myself.
And even though I am overwhelmed,
even though I am overwhelmed
by sadness and loneliness, I choose to embrace the warmth within me.
Choose to embrace the warmth in me.
And trust in my ability to heal.
And trust in my ability to heal.
Even though I long to feel safe and happy,
though I long to feel safe and happy,
I am open to releasing the pain.
I'm open to releasing the pain.
And embracing my true self.
Embracing my true self.
Let's take a deep conscious breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh.
Thank you.
Now, tapping on the eyebrow. I feel abandoned and lost.
I feel abandoned and lost.
Side of the eye. I can't trust people.
I can't trust people.
I have knives in my heart.
Knives in my heart.
Under eye. This sadness overwhelms me.
Sadness.
Under nose. Loneliness grips my soul. Under mouth. But deep within, a light flickers. Collarbone. This light, this warmth. There's a spark of hope. 3 inches below the armpit. I choose to nurture this light within me.
Choose to nurture this light within me.
Top of the head. I choose to trust in my own strength.
Choose to trust in my own strength.
Let's take a deep conscious breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Eyebrow point. I release the pain of abandonment.
Release the pain of abandonment.
Side of eye. I release the fear of being lost.
I release the fear of being lost.
Under eye. I release the need to guard my heart.
Release the need to guard my heart.
Under nose. I embrace the love that surrounds me.
Embrace the love that surrounds me.
Under mouth. I am not alone.
I'm not alone.
I am supported.
I am supported.
Collarbone. I release the grip of sadness.
I release the grip of sadness.
3 inches below the armpit. I welcome happiness into my life.
I welcome happiness into my life.
Top of head. I am safe.
I'm safe.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am enough.
I am enough.
And now we're just going to rub our shoulders like this. I choose to embrace the warmth within me.
Just embrace the warmth within me.
I choose to trust in my ability to heal.
I choose to trust my ability to heal.
I feel safe and happy.
I feel safe and happy.
I release the pain of abandonment. I release the pain
I release the pain of abandonment.
I embrace my true self.
Embrace my true self.
And I love and accept myself completely.
I love and accept myself completely.
Let's release the tapping. And now just take one last deep, intentional breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Now I want you to notice any shifts in your emotions and your physical sensations. And I want to go back to that score. And so you were feeling a level of 10 when it came to this anxiety about this abandonment. Has that score changed?
Yeah, I feel relieved. I feel
What number did it go down to or change to?
wow. Completely went down to 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It went down from a 10 to a 1?
Yeah, it was like,
wow. Congratulations, you did great work.
yeah, you did great work. Thank you so much. Thanks
Oh
so
my,
much for that. I really needed it. Didn't realize how much it's taken me over, like what's taken me over so alone. You know, I don't often even realize it. That's what tapping is so important.
yeah. I'm glad you've got some relief. It sounds like you did actually really good work because you were actively involved and you were feeling the feelings. And so, you can always come back to the tapping. And there's the self-love and acceptance tapping. It's free. It's in the chat and you can just download it. It's free. And so we are getting close to wrapping up. So I just want to close with our closing statement. We would like to remind you that we practice the principle of anonymity. This assures us the freedom to express ourselves at meetings and in private conversations without fear that our comments will be repeated. We keep what is shared at these meetings confidential and personal. And so I want to thank you all for complying. So now is time for our closing meditation. So let's close the meeting with a moment of silence, followed by the serenity meditation. And so let me go to that part, the serenity meditation. You can come off of mute and say it with me, say it to yourself. It's your choice. On the count of 3, I will start. 3, 2, 1. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot, change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Thy will with mine be done.
Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. And here's some information on how to get in touch with me. Here's my email address, phone number, and you can access my website at www.tappingwithdrgigi.com. If you have any technology needs, we build apps, websites for coaches, healers, and therapists. And we provide energy healing to help people release their addictions and their destructive patterns. So I want to thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure to serve and support. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you next week.